Good morning. I'm Juicy Jones, and this is Juicy Jones HQ. We are live this morning with Vaping Dawn to Dusk. It's Saturday morning, and every Saturday morning we get together and we do stuff. Sometimes we interview people and we talk about their vaping stories, and sometimes we look at e-liquid, but we always have a cup of coffee, or in my case, tea this morning, and a vape. And today I've got something special. I got a wonderful package of stuff from the people over at Mountain Oak Vapors. They're so fantastic. And I'll switch to another view here so you can see it. Ding! And we're going to put together all my atomizers and try as many of these as we can. So stay tuned, and we're going to have a little fun, and it's going to be really cool. Good morning. I'm Juicy Jones. This is Juicy Jones HQ. I almost had some feedback there from my browser. So you guys tell me if the audio is okay. I'm not sure. I had to reconfigure this morning. And so you guys in the audience tell me, and I'm going to get the audience window up and say, hey, 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 to everybody who came in. And I love all you guys. Thank you for showing up and watching my show. Participants. Oh, yeah, everybody. Eric, Michaela, Juicy. Ooh, it's me. James, Chili Dog, everybody, and Graham Taylor. We're having fun on Instagram. If you know me on Instagram, if you don't follow us there, go to there. It's Instagram at Juicy Jones HQ. And this is going to be pretty cool. We're going to put together these atomizers. So I'm not going to waste very much time doing that, but you guys are going to get to see at least a little bit of the anatomy of some of these things. And, you know, if you're interested, it's cool. And then we're going to try all these amazing e-liquids from the people over at Mountain Oak Vapors who are so fantastic. I love them. And I'll tell you the story of how I know them. Everybody's saying hi in chat. That's great. You guys are awesome. So I am vaping on some Mountain Oak Vapors. Actually, this is called the Harvey, and it's in my Aspire Nautilus 2 on my little Joytech Joytech. Are you going to focus, buddy? Ooh, boom. Cuboid Mini. I love my Cuboid Mini. I think I stand corrected with this, too. I think someone pointed out to me that this isn't a LiPo in here. It's just a battery enclosed in here, which is fine. It's a great little mod. Eric says you got a make kit. That's killer. So, what have we been up to lately? We've been super busy with work. That's what's going on. So, I'm so sorry I haven't been able to do a show in a week. And so, it's because I'm just so swamped. We're trying to get a whole bunch of stuff done. In fact, I have a pile of work sitting right here for me to finish over the weekend. But never forget, there's a giveaway going on right now for a Geek Babe Medusa. And there's a video on my channel. So watch that, and you still have one more chance. I'm going to do that probably tomorrow, Mother's Day. Why not? And announce who gets that. And I want to wish everybody out there a happy Mother's Day. I hope all y'all cherish your mothers and spend time with them. I lost my mother over 20 years ago, and that I can't talk about it. It doesn't ever get very easy. But I'm so happy that there's a holiday. For that, because there should be. So I have a whole mess of stuff to use for all of our stuff. I've got my Serpent RDTA, which I love. I've got a couple of clearamizers we're going to use, including the Aspire XO, which is so simple and cool. If you guys haven't seen the Aspire XO, let me make sure the focus is working first of all. Because I want to make sure it's not scribbling up. Probably is. Walk. There we go. Oh, thanks, James, for linking that. And don't forget, I want to tell you guys that if you use the code JuicyJonesHQ, you get a 15% discount too. So make sure you use that. And it sends a signal that we are watching. So here is the exo tank. It's really simple. It has this humongous O-ring, and then it goes down inverted. It's really weird. Like, that's it. Seriously. Once you're there, you put the top on, and there's only a few pieces. And I like the simplicity of this tank. I don't like how the airflow isn't adjustable, but it is incredibly simple and lightweight, and that's killer. It's made of a polycarbonate tank, which is fine. The airflow relies on it. The airflow actually goes down through these holes. And you just pop the top off here and refill it to the top. So we'll definitely hook that up. By the way, I cleaned my nails, you guys notice? And it has a drip tip that's kind of non-standard. It has a big O-ring, and then it goes outside. So it's female. Kind of strange, but it's okay. So that goes into the receptacle. You guys know my vape nut vape stand. I love this thing. Absolutely adore it. All the stuff came out of the ultrasonic cleaner, and that's why it's all just laying here. I put it in there this morning. So let's see, what else do we have? We have my Goon LP, which we have to wick this thing, which we shall do promptly. That's going to need a little wicking. This is the O-ring that I was using as an airflow control for the Cledo XO, which is a strange way to do this, but weird. Oh, Michaela, thanks for relating to me on Mother's Day. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, it's tough. And I lost my mom young, and so that was kind of a bummer. Oh, and by the way, y'all, the code has to be uppercase. Yeah, don't ask me. I asked them why, and they just said that's how we do it. So that's it. Okay, so there's also pieces to the cool and gigantic exo tank from Sigpet, which is Gigante, and that is a Clearmizer. And we're going to put this giant coil over here that has 6 big coils in it in there, and use that and try some e-liquid. Oh, okay. And you guys have already seen this. There's a whole video for this unboxing. Just screwing that in. And I'm going to find the top and the gigantic piece of glass. Is that it? Must that be it? Not sure. Yeah, I think it is. And this one comes with a groovy drip tip, which I love. It's actually really cool. Got no complaints about the drip tip. Alright, so am I going to successfully get this on there? Yeah, there we go. So we'll fill that up in just a second. Oh my God, Eric Smart says I'm on TV at work. That's so flattering and amazing too. I hope all y'all are having a great morning. I'll try not to scream profanities or anything. It won't rant. Okay, this is going to be cool. So I'm just going to put that back. God, that tank is humongous. Look how big it is. Bonk, it's huge, boss. Okay, I've got another couple of RDAs. This is my Cheetah from OBS, which I freaking love this RDA. And I found out that there's a new version of this, and they didn't send it to me. They hired a new rep, and she dropped the ball. I gotta call them back. Need to send OBS a message. I need that because I love OBS. This is my King of Flavor RDTA, the KOF. We're gonna put some cotton in this. And this thing is great. It's fussy. Oh boy, I tell you guys, it's fussy. But whatever. I've got other things that are fussy that I love. Thanks, Eric. That's awesome. Well, I think that's great. I hope it looks good. Okay, that's all in. This thing is... It's a little bit messy, is the problem with the King of Flavor. And the airflow is turbulent and not easy to control. You have to use an airflow band like that thing right there. So it's got some cons, but the flavor's good. And it's incredibly good looking. I know it seems weird that this is tough to get in, the fill hole thing, but I swear there's nothing more important than this remaining plugged. So it never really bothers me that I have trouble getting this thing in here. I think a lot of people do. I think a way to improve this would be to extend that plug to be a little longer in the metal part below, or use a less spongy O-ring. They used a really spongy O-ring in that for some reason. And it's having trouble going in there, even though I'm doing it quite correctly. And sometimes things are mysterious. Doesn't matter though, I'm not going to get caught up in this because we're going to have to go through and wick this anyway. So I'm going to put the lid on her. Boom! Looks incredibly attractive. I've got the silver dot on top. Bonk. And that's awesome. Going in the kit. And over here, bonk, I have the Serpent RDTA, which is freaking just kind of an amazing thing, y'all. I mean, it's hard to explain how great this thing is. Just go get one. Trust me. The problem with the Serpent RTTA, in my opinion, is that they didn't need to use a weird sized top, did they? I mean, that doesn't fit. And they have their own thing, which is too short. So you use the 510 adapter, which is fine. I mean, it's okay. It looks cool. But why not just make it this size? Geek Vape learned this lesson already. And just make this here this size and leave it that way, because there are great 510 drip tips, period, end of story. That's it. Like, if you don't think there's a great 510 drip tip, get the Dot Mod Petrie 510. That's it right there. It's made of aluminum and Teflon. It's amazing. That's like the best drip tip. I put it in RDAs mainly, and you'll notice these are all them, Petrie, because I just like them. They're just good. All right. Oh, I lost an O-ring somewhere on the 510 adapter for the Cheetah. It's not great. All right. Now we're going to get rid of these paper towels. I use this one in here because it has a tighter fit. Like, these things are like microscopically different, so sometimes it's useful to know which one's which. And this is a little atomizer I got from the people over at Alpha Fox. And it's called the Augie, or Aug, A-U-G-E. I can't spell it. Captain. But it's missing something. What's going on here? I took it apart, but can I get it back together, Captain? We may not have time to do all of these, but we'll give it a shot. This is basically a little Serpent Mini. There's almost no difference. Okay, so the first thing I think we should do is take maybe the paper towel spray. Boom, because everything's dry now. And let's go up and have, a vape. I wonder if it was showing you the desk back then. I hope it was. Let's have a sip of coffee and a vape. So we're going to go back down there, look at a few of those, and then try some of these delicious e-liquids from Hot Vapors. And we don't even really have to wait that long, do we? First, I'm going to do the Cheetah. I want to do the Clearamizers last, just because they're just not as good as the RDAs and the RDTAs. Danny's got a Goon and a Cartel 160. That sounds killer. That sounds absolutely fantastic, baby. I'm just looking for an atomizer suitable, or a mod suitable to build on right this second. And I'm going to choose this. You guys have seen this guy before. Bing, bing. All right. Check Atomizer indeed, sir. I need to change our focus, baby. I need to get my light. Oh, you know what's wrong today is I forgot my light, guys. No wonder this looks so dark. I really apologize. Normally I have a light right here pointing right at my hands, and I simply left it in the camera bag. So I'm sorry, we're like a little dim. I wonder why it looks strange. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just open the exposure just a little bit, but it'll look kind of bright. Yeah, it doesn't really. That's okay. I apologize about that, guys. Give it a little artificial brightness. Okay, it'll do. Doesn't look great, but it'll work. Okie dokie. Let's get some cotton. I've got lots of Texas stuff laying around, but I just have cotton bacon sitting right here, so we're going to use this. Stuff's great. Everybody, if you're in chat, tell me what kind of cotton you use. What's your favorite? I know a lot of you guys like cotton bacon, lightning wicks, Texas tough, Celtic cotton, and I can't remember the name of that other one that I hear all the time. Hey, Eric Johnson. Okay. If you guys didn't see it last week, we had Chili Dog on the show, and it was absolutely fun and fantastic. and that's always available on the channel. And if you like these videos, make sure you click on the like button and subscribe too. And if you want to shout out and donate a little money to the channel at the exact same time, then feel free to use the super chat. The super chat window is a way for you guys to help support us a little bit with cotton and that kind of stuff, and buying dog food, frankly, and also get shouted out and be special. But you don't have to do that, obviously, because this is a big thing. Ah, there we go. I finally got her through. Ooh, I think I picked the correct amount of cotton. The OBS cheat is a really small atomizer, so you don't need tons of cotton. It kind of plows through the stuff quickly. It's a great atomizer. It's super good flavor. It's a very interesting little machine. It almost doesn't make any sense because they have a top airflow in there, and you see it's burned because I had a battery accident one time with it, and it survived perfectly. The machine is in fine condition. It's a little bit dinged, but it successfully kept in what could have been a disaster, actually. This thing kind of was a great little atomizer. Okay. Just gonna use that. Oh, we need to pop over and grab some scissors from my drawer. My drawer goodies. There's lots of stuff in it. Some of that. I'm just gonna trim that from the posts out. I always screw this up. How about you guys? No, you guys are perfect. There we go. That's how I feel. I feel like everybody else does everything really easily and smoothly, and then I struggle. But I have a feeling that everyone feels that way. So that's why I don't sweat it too much. Okay, so this isn't humongous amounts of cotton. It's just how I like it. Yo, yellow boy, kick me that funky ass beat over here. To the people over here, to the people over there, to the people from everywhere. Watching the show. Paying $0 because they know when Juicy Jones HQ is on the stage, running mother licking rage. Yo, Michaela Vapes, go and get the vape. Okay, so winning, boom. And this has a cool lock. It positively locks on two little tabs. So that light doesn't move at all. It does not move. You can unscrew it, screw it, but those two little tabs stick up and they hold the top on. I fucking love that. And there's no way for it to leak. It has two O-rings. And the only way there's any kind of anything coming out of this is you get spit back on it sometimes, even with this crazy design. But it's a really, really, really good little atomizer. So we're putting that back down the cube. And now we're going for the Goon LP. The Goon LP is awesome. It's tricky to wick because those coils are so dang low down in there. So that's not super duper easy. Hey, Robert Milliner, great to see you. Hey, guys, it's Sarah. Super great to see you. Hey, Jamie. Oh, Jamie uses Cogendo. Yeah, Cogendo. I think that's the other one I was thinking of. I need a sip of tea again. Chili Dog likes Cotton Bacon V2. That's what I'm using right here. It's nice. It's a beautiful morning. Seattle's kind of cold. So I want to break some of this out. I think there's a little bit fat. Little bit on the fat side. Little bit on the fat side. And I strung it out too much. I strung it out too much and I destroyed my cotton. That's why I've got this thing I call more cotton. So don't be me. Don't be me. Be you. Be you and be better than I am. I'm grooming my cotton. Grooming my cotton. I'm grooving like hot. That's way too much, isn't it? I can just feel it. I can just feel it. The millimeters are calling to me. The millimeters, I feel them. I feel you, millimeters. That's going to be better. This is a big, wide, fused alien that I put in here. And with lots of contours and stuff, it can get trickier to pull this stuff through here. And I want to stress that I'm extremely lazy. I'm not going to win any award for beautiful coils, but I know what flavor is. You do too. I'm sure you do. Out there in Atomizer land, building your RDAs. It's really about not smoking. And, oh, I'm sorry, my big fat thumb's in the way. It's about not smoking. And I find this to be just kind of a nice tactile thing. It's just like I'm building something. So I'm really happy you guys can come do this with me this morning. For those of you just tuning in, I'm Juicy Jones. And this is Orbital Vaping Headquarters, which I call Juicy Jones HQ. And we're around many social media. I'm on Instagram, 21,000 and counting, and it's a wonderful place. And we do live all the time. And we're on Twitter, which is killer. And here, and Facebook, and you can always search for Juicy Jones HQ and you'll find us. Okay. With the Goon LP, you really don't need tons and tons of wick. This is a very small atomizer. I just want to point that out. Like, one of the things that can get you tripped up is that I've built a 2.5 millimeter coil in here, but I don't want to over wick because it can get overwhelmed real quickly with just, padding down there, sitting there. This looks pretty good, actually. I'm not complaining. I'm just going to take the ends off. You don't have to do anything like this. Not necessary. You don't have to do that. Boo 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 boo. Big fat thumb, boo boo doo. Big fat thumb, boo boo doo. Using real tweezers. I have trouble manipulating. I like the point on those tweezers, but I have trouble manipulating the very small implement with my big giant gorilla hands. If you had big giant gorilla hands, you might feel similarly. If not, maybe not. And these are being cooperative. Sometimes with the LP, your coils can flat out get in the way. And the way to do that is, when you start, you put your tool through it, lift them up, wick it, and then just push them down when you're finished. And I like to do it in place when I can because I already know these clear the outside. So I already know we're going to be good. So that is going to be good. Lid, please. Boom, 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 boom. Fun. Fun. And this is the king of flavor. Believe it or not, it's a little messy for beginners, but it's not a bad device to use. It's really easy to work on. You take that ring off, which is cool. Comes straight off the side. Excuse me. I'm sorry for that. I have a fairly large 3 millimeter coil inside there. A little bit high off the airflow, to be honest. Where's my tool? I don't have a good tool. Oh, yes, I do. I'm going to use the wrong tool. I'm going to try to just push that down a little bit. Yeah, I like that a little better. Okay, so that's pretty good. Gonna use about a 3, just about a 3 millimeters. I believe I feel ya. Millimeters, millimeters, millimeters. I think I see ya. Millimeters. Welcome, Atomizer. This tank is the king of flavor by Hoppin' Vape. And it is a pretty cool little RDTA. Julie Dickinson was just asking that question in chat. And good morning to you. Why do I keep failing? The reason I keep failing is I keep looking up to chat, which is cheating while you're doing this. I should be focused on what I'm doing. Juicy focus. What's nice about these is that you'll forget all the time that you're only doing one coil. Oops, got a little too much in there. I may have to... Oh, look what I've done. Oh, but it works. That's funny. Yeah, that's good. Okay. This one's easy. You just trim it right underneath the glass. Or right underneath the metal. Wonk. Make sure it's all stuffed in there, obviously. Millimeters. I can feel ya. And then that'll be a little too much, and we'll trim it again later. It's perfectly fine. So, there we go. That one's almost finished. When we actually put the e-liquid in there, we're going to have to touch that up. Because I'll have to go through and trim that stuff off the bottom. Again. After it's had time to... It's cotton bacon, so it's going to expand. It's not quite like Texas Tough. One of the reasons I like Texas Tough is just because it doesn't expand. So I'm just going to pop the lid on this real quick. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm trying to get this thing on here now. You see how it's resisting? Resisting arrest. There's like a little hole. Wow, I pressed really hard. It still didn't really... It kind of went in. I think after it's been... Oh, that's actually... I think it's in now. Okay, good. So... We'll give it a ring. 1 ringy dingy. 2 ringy dingy. Okay. That's good too. Good to go. King of flavor. Kerblanc. Now, the Serpent RDTA. Another really, really, really easy one to build on. Not quite as easy as the King of Flavor, but very ultra, super easy. It's not quite enough. That is, actually, that's a 2.5 millimeter Clapton. Man, the flavor on this is so good. The Serpent RDTA is killer. It has a great design, humongous O-rings. It travels well. The flavor is amazing. It's versatile. You can put anything in it. That's not enough wicking. It's absolutely killer RDTA, really. I have some minor quibbles with the capillary action coming up out here, but they're just so minor. It's the exact same quibble I have with the avocado, which is my favorite thing, and this is also my favorite thing. This and the avocado are practically identical. I slightly prefer this because it has this nice big single coiled deck that's so freaking easy to build on. The King of Flavor and this are roughly equivalent in that way. It's really great. These are great. Did I miss some there? I sure did. Look at that. I want you to be even. Okay. I didn't succeed, but watch this. Walk. These only have to go down through the holes and plug those holes, so they end up getting shorter quite a bit, but I'm going to cut them just about there. That one's a little bit long. And I think that one's a little tiny bit long, but we'll see. All right, so we've done 4 of these and 2 Claremizers. This is killer, so let's get started. Geez, let's have some fun. Taste some e-liquid. I can poke this little guy down inside there. I hate to have delayed so long. I feel bad. I asked everybody in chat on Instagram if they wanted me to go live or finish wicking there, and they were like, just go live to start the show, baby. So that's what we did. So, the wonderful people at Mountain Oak Vapors. This is awesome. We're going to go and look at these. I'm going to move these atomizers out of the way, and we'll use these here in just like a minute after I'm through tweaking this. Okay. Let me see. I don't know that this one is working. I think I lost an O-ring, y'all. And I think that's a problem. Yeah, so we'll skip this one. Crap. I'll have to go find it. Doe. Oh. Yeah, crap. That's my fault. Okay, no big deal. Sorry about that. So we're doing pretty well. We have all of our requisite stuff. Let's go back up and talk for a minute. Boom. Hello. If you just tuned in, I'm Juicy Jones. This is Orbital Vaping Headquarters, and this is Vaping Dawn to Dusk. Saturday morning, we wake up, we're drinking some coffee. We just finished re-wicking all these atomizers, and I was just giving you kind of an under-the-hood look at it. And now we're going to try all these e-liquids from Mountain Oak Vapors, which is really cool. Same with this great box. I hope that wasn't too long and drawn out. I feel a little bit bad. I was just explaining about that. Robert Merlin says I'm vaping on, what's FFDA? Tell me what that is. That sounds cool. This is good. Okay, so let's hope the camera view is going okay. Oh, crap. I just knocked those atomizers over. I'm going to move these out of the way. Toss a little bit of cotton. I'll tell you one thing I can never do is leave cotton laying around. My dog goes crazy for cotton. She loves the stuff, thinks it's delicious. Oh my God, they are so great. Mountain Oak Vapors, you're so great. Wonderful people. Oh, here's a good idea. Yeah, I can use this in the V tank. Yeah, this is killer. I forgot. I also have a V tank by OBS, and I can put this TFE8 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 12 coils, right? 0.12, 130 to 190 watts. Yeah, we'll see about that. I kind of don't like these kinds of things, but we're going to try all these, so it'll be fun. Or as many as we can. Because I'm so excited. And I want to tell you guys, too, about how much I like Mountain Oak Vapors, and I'm not just being a shill either. Seriously, like, the story is that I have met Dimitri a few times, and Dimitri, the Vape in Greek on Instagram and Twitter at VAPINGREEK, he came onto my show, and we had a freaking fantastic time talking, interviewing him. And then, I guess, like last January or something, he reached out to me and said, like, hey, I want you to try some of these. Tell me what you think. And they sent this vape, the Harvey, and Palm, and White Lotus, which I can't find the bottle for right now. It's right here somewhere. This is actually my second bottle of the Harvey. And I like these things, and you guys saw me Instagram post and we talked about them quite a bit. But the Harvey turned out to be pretty much the daily vape. I vaped the Harvey here on these two setups. This is what I take to work. It's a 50-watt Dove Po Ember with a Nautilus 2, and it's a little 80-watt Joytech Evic VTC, or it's a Joytech Cuboid Mini with a Nautilus Mini. And I just got this little Nautilus 2. the other day, the replacement one. So this is what I vape with these in there. In fact, right now, this has the Harvey in it. Because these are pocketable, they're tiny, and they taste good, and it's just a great, it just fits my style. So, the next step in the story is that I really like the Harvey until I ran out, finally. I don't use tons of it because I use it in 3 milligram, and I vape it in the mouth to lung thing at 22 watts. So it lasts a long time. So I reached out to him, and he was like, hey, if you want anything else, let me know. And so I did. I said, yeah, can I have another bottle of the Harvey? And I was like, hey, also, since I like these, I looked on the website, and I saw that there was a couple of pastry vapes that looked good. And I was like, let me try those. It'd be cool. And because I love pastry vapes. And, you know, one of the things, too, like for you juice companies out there, like sending me fruit vapes is a little bit of a miss. Like, I like pastry and milk and fruit and pastry type vapes and dessert vapes, that kind of thing. And I'm not a huge fan of fruit type vapes, but I do appreciate really great ones, and I have a lot of great ones. In fact, I've got a bunch from Van Gogh vapes I'm going to be showing you guys here pretty soon. They're freaking really good, even for me who doesn't like that kind of stuff that much. But anyway, that's why I'm really excited. And in addition to that, forget about that. They sent this whole beautiful box of the custard line, too. It's absolutely phenomenal. They are such amazing people. That's so nice. They did not have to do that. This is the pink Doozie they sent, and this is the Chakra that they sent. And these are the 2 dessert vapes. And I'll get detailed descriptions of those in a second. And the entire freaking box. This thing is so beautiful. Whoops. Welcome to the family. Fine Italian Custards, Creme de la Crema. This is killer. And a lot of these look amazing. Banana pudding, chocolate custard, vanilla custard, I think. God, that's amazing. Yeah, vanilla custard, strawberry dolce, and dolce vita. Is that right? No, strawberry dolce. And like dolce vita is a lot water, life of water, right? I guess someone Italian told me. And this is the one I'm excited about, the blueberry tort. Oh my God, the Capone. I think I may have asked for the Capone, and they sent this whole thing. So I want to thank them. They're so sweet. And thank you to Dimitri, too. You guys are just the greatest. And this is so flattering and great. And like I said, audience, give this stuff a shot. We're going to try it right now. So as you already know, I dig the Harvey. So I vape it every day. The Harvey's like a bourbon honey. And it has like a throat hit and a little bit of a bite in whatever they use in the bourbon that I think is delicious. And it has the honey flavor. It might be the honey, actually, that gives it that little bit of a bite. But I think it's fantastic, and it satisfies me while at work. That's why I like this. And Michaela says that custards are hit or miss because they taste too eggy sometimes. I get that. Chili Dog says chocolate custard interesting. We're going to open that because you mentioned it. If you mentioned it, I'm going to open it. So right away, for me, the chocolate custard and the blueberry, because Chili Dog recommended it. And if you guys are interested, just speak up. Robert Milner Modified is LE80. Tell me about that. What's up? Smog just came out with a $10 lung hit tank that I hear is pretty good. Robert Miller says the banana pudding is off the chain. So I like off the chain. That's one of my favorite things, is things being off the chain. So, because you guys know how hip I am. Oh, by the way, I need some tea and coffee. Sorry, my phone's falling over. I'm so excited. Okay, so, God, what to do? First of all, look at these labels off. I normally open, this is actually an exception. I've never done this before. I have always opened all the e-liquid I've ever gotten before I vaped it for 24 hours. But in this case, I didn't do that. I don't know why. I think I was just thinking that I would try something different. I've never had an exception to that, although I did let this sit. It's always very important to let e-liquid sit after you receive it, because the rapid atmospheric temperature and pressure changes just screw with it. You know what I mean? It just screws with the liquid. And it's not any fault of the manufacturers or anything. It's just physics and science. And don't sweat it. Just give it 8 to 12 hours. I do it overnight. It usually takes overnight to almost a full day for me. But your mileage may vary. Oh, that smells so good. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, that smells good. And I want to tell you guys something. I just went through a whole bottle of Animal Unleashed from Philip Rock, and I never felt like that when I opened this. No. Oh, if you hate banana, you're gonna hate this. My girlfriend hates banana. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't want to hurt her feelings. Oh my God, that smells so good. Oh my God, that smells so good. It smells like banana pudding. So that's delicious. So what are we vaping this in? Let's go for the cheetah. The cheetah's one of my faves. Cheetah on my Nuve mod, which is the greatest mod ever. Juicy Jones HQ, Green Lantern, Orbital Vaping Headquarters, Nuve mod. Delicious, I say. Okay, so now I'm just so excited. This just smells so good. I'm a big banana fan. If you guys don't know, I really like banana. So for me, this is pretty amazing. I like the color of it. It smells good. Also, I didn't want to be tempted. I think I didn't want to be tempted. I wanted to do a cold review where I opened them up and just tasted them right here with y'all because someone asked me to do that. Now I remember what my thinking was. And I thought, okay, no problem. Let's give that just a second, take a look at it. And again, I'm sorry it's so dark down there. I forgot my extra light. So normally I have an extra light and you can see how pretty all this stuff looks and everything. I just want to give it a second for it to go from the outside to the inside. This cotton bacon, so it's gonna spread pretty quickly. Okay, cool. Tasting. Get on there. Right, let's go back up. Oh yeah. Just to see if I can understand how circles work. Do you guys remember at all? I don't think I do. Oh wait, 2 tabs. What's wrong with me? After this thing comes out of the ultrasonic, it tends to chew through its O-rings a little bit when it's dry because they're really tight. That's one of the ways that OBS keeps the thing super duper watertight. There we go. Yeah, see, it just chopped off another piece of an O-ring. So I'll be replacing the O-rings here, but I've been using this for a year, so it still works fine. I've never replaced O-rings yet. I will soon. Okay, let's taste this. This is the Gambino banana pudding. It's good. Dude, that is good. That is good. I'm turning down the voltage. I'm closing up the air a little bit. Ooh, banana hit. Yeah, that's really good. I'm impressed. So many of these vapes that I get don't actually taste like bananas. I'm not getting huge cloud production off this yet, so that might change in a second. Oh, I'm sorry, I just hit the microphone. Sorry, y'all. Let's give this a shot. It might be because it just got going. Delicious. Not super cloud production, though. But that might be because of the way I've got this configured. Who knows? Also might be because the cotton bacon is still breaking in. Oh, I know, that's a terrible word. Everyone wants to pretend nothing has any break-in time, but come on, guys, get real. That's not the most important measure of how this stuff works. That tastes so delicious. I cannot tell you how delicious that tastes. I'm going to try this on a different way. That's what I want to do. Off of the unregulated mod, off of the regulated mod, onto one that has a display that I can turn up and down. So I'm going to try 60 watts, which is low. That is good. Gosh, that tastes really, really tasty. So far, so good. I don't know why I'm getting such poor cloud production on this. Normally, this cheetah is insane on clouds, but it doesn't have to be. Let's try going way up to like 80 watts. There it is. That's better. This is a 0.1 build. We're at about 3.3 volts. That's good. Yeah, it is. Oh, I see that I better pace myself because I'm feeling a little nicked up here, so I gotta watch out. For me, these are a little strong. They're 3 milligrams, so I don't know how many of these I can go. When I start feeling weird, I'll just stop. We'll keep going. Okay. The next one I want to try, wonk, is these. I gotta open this one and try it. It's the Chakra. Let me get the description of the Chakra for you from the website, which I found. Come on. Oh, I didn't. Oh, it went to the wrong page. Okay. Bink. I had to type it into my computer keyboard. Toasted mocha cookie. So when I saw the description for this, I was so thrilled. Chakra is a creamy mocha with a cinnamon finish and subtle hints of cookie to round this juice into something spectacular. It was in collaboration between Vintage Vapors and Mountain Oak. So I'm so excited. Creamy mocha cinnamon finish. Yum. Let's go back up here. Smell it. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like a little bit chocolatey. Oh, a little tiny bit chocolatey. Gosh, that's so good. Let me open up the other one too, or at least put it in the queue here. The chocolate custard. Because that's going to be custardy. I specifically asked for this one because of the cookie. Oh, I love pastry. So, what do? How about the serpent? RDTA. Because it's a nice, elegant thing. I'll put that on the Dovepo Ember, which is, you know, my little beat up 50 watt amazing little thing. Boom. We'll just throw this guy on here. This build that's on here totally loves low watts, like 30. It's totally good. New coil. That's fine. Pop her open. Take the Chakra. One of the things about the Serpent RDTA that bugs me is that you have to be real pointy about this. Things that aren't extremely pointy tend to send, you can see that even this is doing it sends e-liquid on the sides. And on the go, that can be a little bit annoying. It's not too bad. There's plenty of these things that are way worse, and I absolutely applaud them for their design. This and the Avocado and the Limitless have side side fill, and side fill works. I think the industry should just make a note. Side fill works, especially when it comes to the King flavor. Should just make a note. Okay, so I'm gonna have to wipe that off. Here we go. All right, killer. Now, it's fairly resistant to being just stood up too after you fill it, which I think is the reason why they use the dual circles instead of a single Cyclops. So I really dig that. You can see the liquid's already starting to wake up through there. Do you see that? You know, they're getting dark. This works. My methods work. I'm just going to speed the clock up here a little bit. It's going to be a juicy one. Oh, pun intended. I hate saying stuff like that because it sounds so silly. And then we just hit the airflow here. Close her up wherever you want it. For me, what do I want? I want like pretty closed. Okay, let's check this out. So this flavor is the chocolate cinnamon cookie, mocha, they call it. And I'm sorry, I'm just trying to line this thing up. I took all of this stuff out of the ultrasonic just like a few minutes ago, so all of these things resist being put back together because they haven't been vaped on yet, which is a good thing, believe me. The tougher it is in the beginning, that's probably the better they're going to be down the road. All right, here's 23. A little bit low. Tastes really good. Ooh, that chocolate taste is coming through. It's good. Yum! That is yummy. Yeah, the cinnamon has got like a little bit of a bite in my nose. I'm not wild about the cinnamon flavor. That chocolate is fantastic. This is great, though. I like this a lot. No, I've changed my mind. I like it. That cinnamon doesn't bother me at all. This is good. This is right up. Yeah. This has a kind of a throat hit that reminds me of the Harvey. I really like this. It's good. I think as far as chocolate vapes overall go, I still like Zanzibar from Van Gogh Vapes the best, but this is really tasty. And I can't wait to see what people think about how that smells. This is good. Yeah, it is. That's good. Okay. Capone. Yeah. Yes, I like you, Capone. Okay, cool. So let's move to another one. What do we do first? First thing we did was that yummy banana pudding. And then we did Capone. And then now I'm going to find a new machine. So, how about the Goon LP? Which is fantastic. Actually, no, let's not do the Goon LP. Let's do the King of Flavor, because we're on a roll, right? With these atomizers that look like this and behave like this. Let me show you. KOF from Hoppin' Vape. It's like little spacecrafts shaped. It's got airflow that you cannot control here and an airflow here that you can control on the side. So you pop the top off. And to fill it, you pop this little guy out of here with your fingernails. It's not always easy to do that, and you can lose that thing in the car or where. So I want to open the banana pudding next. This is, oh no, what am I saying? Banana pudding, we open that first. I want to open the blueberry tort next. Unless you guys think we should open the other chocolate one. I kind of want to open the blueberry one, but I will do whatever y'all think. We'll have to wait a few seconds. But first, I'll show you guys how this guy has a nice system where you can screw this little ring off. There we go. And when you're wicking, that's really easy. Just like apply your business that way and then throw this thing on there. The first time I did this, when we opened this live on the show, which there's a video for that, I didn't know that you could unscrew that thing. All right, Julie says do the chocolate right away. You got it. There it is, the chocolate custard. This is another one from this wonderful Creme de la Creme line. And we just tasted the Capone, mocha, cookie, cinnamon. Yummy. God, I think it was good. I can't wait to vape more of that, honestly. What's cool is that now I have these all full of killer vape. That's really great. Don't forget there's links to social media for these guys down there on the website, and we got a discount code for y'all too that'll give discounts on all the stuff if you want to try it. All right, chocolate custard. Boom! And this one works in a super, let's smell it. It smells good. It actually doesn't smell as chocolatey as the other one. Let me open this Capone. No, they're just different. The Capone actually smells more pastry-y, and this smells more chocolatey. So I'm going to push some of this into there. Into the hole. The other slightly bad thing about the King of Flavor, the KOF, is that it isn't the King of Flavor, and it's kind of a slight pain because it doesn't hold very much e-liquid. I mean, really not a lot of e-liquid, but it's okay. Let's just speed up the clock here a little bit. Just fast forward on the natural action. Okay. Get alert. And then we'll find our tiny part and put it back in there amidst all of the liquid. This has a clever little post that has a hole that goes all the way through it on both sides, and this one actually pops out, and those are your controllable side airflow. And that's pretty cool how they allow you to turn on and off. There we go. We're in. I gave it a palm press to get it in there. And then we'll just turn it a little bit. And honestly, I don't love the bottom airflow on this. One of the ways I control it is through a kind of a kludgy method of using vape bands, which I think is kind of silly, but because I think that the bottom airflow is a little bit turbulent and sounds kind of weird. In a second, we'll go up and vape on it, you'll see. But for now, I'm going to close this off. There we go. We're going to go, oopsie, go up and actually vape on the chocolate custard. So excited. Oh boy. Okay, new coil. This is a 0.25. Yummy. That's 44 watts. Ooh, custardy. Ooh, that is custardy. Mmm. Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to put the KOF over here on the Cuboid Mini. Sorry. And I'm going to put the Serpent RDTA onto this little Dovepo Ember and vape them both at the same time here. They're both chocolates. Okay, so what do we have here? This is the chocolate custard. I'm going to vape it about 53 watts. Ooh, that's good. And you can see it's a kind of a turbulent sort of airflow. It's sort of like, can be noisy, can be... There we go. I'll open up the bottom. Ooh, chocolate custard. It definitely has a custard taste and not a pastry taste. So, for people who like custard, you're definitely gonna like this. It's very smooth, super smooth. It has a strong chocolate smell, but the flavor isn't. It's a mix between chocolate and custard, definitely. Mmm. The chocolate is good. It's very subtle. It's like a very like low sweet chocolate. It's good. I really like that. Okay, and this one, oops. This one is the Capone, which is like a chocolate graham or a chocolate. Let me make sure I get this right. The Capone is more like a chocolate mocha with a cinnamon finish and hints of cookie. And somebody in the audience, let's see, the cloud's going by. Julie is asking, is the chocolate custard dry? Most of the chocolate custards she's had have been dry. No. No. What the Capone is, the Capone's a drier vape. At least that's how it feels, if that's what you mean. If I think I know what you mean. The Capone is the one that feels drier. I like both of these. The Capone has a little bit of a bite, and the Corleone is more of a smoother chocolate kind of thing. It's custardy, but it's not milky, so it's on the eggy side. I really like it. It's really good. It's very mild. I like that. It's good. Okay, so there's those. Those were good. God, those are good. And I want to try. We don't have tons and tons more time, but I really want to try the blueberry baby. Where is it? Where'd it go, guys? Where's my blueberry? Oh, here it is. Blueberry tort. And we're going to find something to put it into. And I suggest we put it into the Aspire. Nah, not the Aspire. I really should have saved one of the better ones for this, shouldn't I? I could put it into the OBS V tank, but that would be overwhelming. Well, the Aspire's good though. It's fine. The problem with this is the flavor isn't that amazing. So instead, I'm going to use the Goon LP. Sorry, it's just how it is. I'm not going to compromise. I shouldn't have put in the Aspire, but I wanted to compare. It's the kind of thing people might own, but it just simply isn't as good. I struggle a little bit with the coils. Just not really having it. Having the magic baby on the Aspire Exo tank. But I do like the design, and the vape is pretty good. Okay, let's smell this. Ooh, blueberries. It's got a vine type of blueberry smell to it. It certainly doesn't taste, or I'm sorry, smell like a pastry or anything. I'm going to taste a little bit. Taste test is blueberries. That's what it tastes like. Indeed. There is not much room in the LP, let me tell you. It's a tight fit in there. Gonna let that just soak in a little bit with some gravity. Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited to try the blueberry custard. Capone, blueberry tort. Oh, and the other one was Chakra. I don't know why I said Capone earlier. I think I misspoke. The Goon LP is cool. This top is made of Ultim, and Ultim is like the best heat-resisting plastic that people have put on atomizers to date. It's really good. All right, here we go. It's about 95 watts right now. This is a 0.1, 3.2 volts. Ooh, yummy. Ooh, that's good. Blueberries. I'm gonna have to think about that though. It doesn't taste very custardy. I dig the blueberry taste. It's not a super favorite of mine so far. I don't love that. I really like the blueberries. But overall it has a little bit of it isn't quite smooth enough for me. Maybe it has a little bit too much of a fruit bite. But you know what? Like almost a floral way. In a good way though. But you know what? This is the kind of vape I know for certain that people that like fruit vapes love. Like these always miss me a little bit because I usually crave a little bit more milk or a little bit more pastry. But I hear over and over and over, this is the kind of thing that are people's favorite vapes. And this is good. It's not like a straight fruit vape. It's creamy, like a custard. It's good. So for me, not my favorite, but definitely delicious. It's really good. So let me check our time, unfortunately, to see where we're at there. I hate to have to do that, but I will walk. Let's see. I don't know what the window is. Oh, it's my own broadcast. Okay, there we go. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, we're a little over an hour, so we gotta go. So we got a chance to try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these, counting the Harvey. And that's pretty good progress in 1 hour. Not bad. Let's do a quick recap, because just why not? Back down to the desk. Down there, boy. We tried the banana pudding, which was absolutely freaking delicious and smooth and super banana-y. And if you like banana, you're going to flip over this, and I'm going to vape it and see if my girlfriend can stand how it smells. But I absolutely love this, and I'm going to be vaping this today for show. We vaped both of these chocolate ones. This is a chocolate cookie with a cinnamon finish, and like a mocha. And this is a milkier kind of a mocha chocolate. And this is a chocolate custard. And I personally, I can't pick, but I can tell you that this one is a smooth custardy one, and this one has a little bit more of a mocha type chocolate, and the cinnamon has a slight bite to it. They're both delicious. I'm going to vape this one in my mouth to lung tank, and I'm probably going to vape this one in something with a little bit more air because it's so smooth. That's my decision. I like them both. And also, we vaped the blueberry tort, which is really good, and I think for fruit lovers you're going to like it. It's got a creamy custardy flavor. It's got a little bit of a fruit bite to it in my nose, and it's kind of a vine blueberry, and I think you should try it if you're into blueberries. I've tried a lot of blueberries that just tasted like shit, and this is not one of them. It's good. So I'm going to vape some more of this, but it wasn't my favorite out of the group. It's certainly good. And I don't want anyone to forget about the Harvey, which is the Honey Bourbon. I love this. But this has like a bourbony. It isn't boozy, which is what I like about it. I don't like booze vapes. I never vape alcohol vapes, and this one I love because of just the character of the flavor, and it also has a slight bite to the nose that I really like, and it's good and high nicotine in my mouth to lung. I vape this every day at work, so I really like this stuff. And they also have Palm, which is pineapple, orange, mango, which is great for straight fruit lovers. This is not for me, but it's absolutely delicious. It's really creamy and not noxious or tangy or anything like that. It's really good. So this is so great. If you guys like these videos, make sure you click like and click on subscribe. And there's a little bell icon you can click on that'll tell you to have YouTube send you notifications about these broadcasts. We also have Instagram at Doozie Jones HQ. And you guys are just so great. I want to thank every one of you who tuned in live and asked questions and stuff and chimed in. And if you like these videos, share them with your friends and all that stuff. Let's have a sip of tea and we'll vape out together. And I hope you guys have a great Mother's Day. Don't forget to call your mom. Let me find something to vape. I have all this stuff. All this stuff. How do I vape? I don't know what I want to vape. I want to vape on this one. This is a chocolate custard. Chocolate custard was called Corleone. Yum. Thank you.